of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. Whatever works, David. Thanks. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Green.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. A.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the small forward position. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Chris, and it's Wiggins in at the 3, the small forward. It's stolen by Green. Curry against Westbrook. Curry dishes to Wiggins. Fantastic backcourts facing off tonight in this one, Smitty. Let me ask you, do you think this is a guard-centric league right now?
Kevin, it is. And no matter how tall you are and what position, pretty much 90% of the guys now can dribble, they can pass, they can shoot. We have guys that are 7-footers that we're calling guards. So I think right now this is a guard-oriented league.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Thompson against Harden. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
I like the way Clay now studies a defense and makes great decisions with the ball.
Wiggins outside from downtown. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Here is House, covered by Wiggins. And here we go with Thompson, running it up the court. He gets it in there. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
Thompson is lightning quick in the open floor. Terrific at running the court from end to end.
Pass to Covington. Outside Westbrook. Back to Covington. Outside Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Harden. Stolen by Thompson. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry leading the charge. Harden against Thompson. Shoots the 3. Curry's shot is off.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Well, at this point, it's undeniable that Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. You talking about guys like Ray Allen, he has passed up. That is big time.
5 to shoot. The pass to House. Back to Covington. Over Green. Covington's shot is off. Warriors leading by 7. 1:57 left in the first quarter of the game. Curry against Westbrook. Pulls up. They get the rebound. Green back to Curry from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Curry's got 5 points so far.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Westbrook gets it to go. And there are no metrics to deny. What Curry is doing is incredible.
And at this point, we take his jaw-dropping feats for granted. He passes the numbers test, and he certainly passes the eye test. Curry, the best at what he does.
Thompson with it. Westbrook picks him up. And Thompson kicks to Chris. Back to Thompson. Curry on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Tips it up. James Harden with the rebound. Rockets trail by 8. Passes it to House. Inside. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Here's Thompson. The Rockets making the shot. And the wide open shot from Green. Traps in the tray.
The versatility of Draymond, this team thrives off it. Does both the big and little things.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Out left to the wing. Tucker, the pass to Covington. It's stolen by Green. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry leading the charge. Top of the key jumper, no good.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And that Steph Curry talks about the visual drills he does.
It's a cognitive and neurological drill.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. They've got Austin Rivers. Jamari Carroll is out there with McLemore. Then there's Green, and it's Clemens in at the point. And here are the Rockets now. The Warriors making the shot. Here's McLemore. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Count it.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Warriors leading by 9.
And for the Warriors, 5 straight final appearances, something that hasn't been done since Bill Russell's Celtics of the 60s.
And those 5 appearances, Greg, produced 3 titles and was close to another one. Last year's finals not ending the way they wanted. Injuries certainly played a role. We'll see if they can make it back this season.
And here is Green after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Green kicks to Rivers. He dishes it to Carroll. That one, no good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Coming off that loss against the Nets. Pass to Poole. To the inside. Pascal. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Here's Curry. Lays it up and banks it in. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Green left side. They need this. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Warriors leading by 14. Curry with it. He's got 10. Takes the 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
I love the confidence he's shooting with. Big improvement here in the second period.
Now here's Rivers, guarded closely. To the middle. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Steve, compare it now to when you were playing. Did teams go deeper into their benches than they used to?
Yeah, they do. I think because of this load management, resting players. So you see a lot of guys play a lot. And also what they've done right now with the G League, being able to bring guys up. They use those guys, and I think it helps a lot, even not on games, but in practice, you'll see more guys are involved in giving guys rest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. It's rebounded by McLemore.
I mean, you got to appreciate the aggressiveness, but you also have to recognize the situation.
Hangs in the air. Curry with some nice D. Kicks it to Carroll. Dishes it to McLemore. Off target from three-point range. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. 17 points was their biggest margin. Rockets trail by 13, and we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Here is House. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Westbrook kicks to Harden. No good with the triple. Warriors leading by 13. Back to Wiggins. Shot from 16. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Houston's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And Harden with the stop.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Wiggins outside. Shoots over Tucker. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He's been a major threat from three-point. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 13 points, 2 rebounds. That's all for now.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Curry has been sensational.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Green, and it's Chris in at the 5. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, PJ gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
Taking the contact, almost using it to his advantage. Clay able to convert.
Westbrook finds Harden. The Warriors pull it in. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Curry. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Tremendous day at the office for the former NBA scoring champion, Steph on a mission.
Westbrook passes to Harden. Fires from deep. Houston now working with the new shot clock. From deep three-point range, another miss by Houston.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Chris gets the bucket.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Here is House. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Tucker. He hits it from 9.
He is really shouldering the load on the offensive end and doing an outstanding job, but he needs the rest of his team to step up.
Thompson dishes to Green. Pass to Chris. He kicks to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. 6 on the shot clock. Westbrook with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Harden. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
Outside, Green. Not going to go that time. Good D by Covington. And here's Tucker. He has 6. Harden the pass to Westbrook. A baseline J. Here's Tucker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Out of town, the 2018 draft, Smitty. Who do you think has the highest ceiling of that group?
Kevin, I love that question because it's not who's the best player who has the best talent. It's the ceiling. I think Jaren Jackson Jr., Marvin Bagley, those guys have so much room to grow. The Doncic and the Trae Young, those guys are fantastic. They have room to grow, but I think those two have a lot of room to grow, and they're already good.
Now here's Rivers. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Back to Tucker. The pass to Clemens. Now here's Tucker. Shot clock at 3. Nailed from three-point land. Tucker's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They've shown a lot of heart, a lot of fight, and they're close to taking the lead.
Higgins outside. Thompson outside. Over Rivers. Up again. Rockets trail by 6. In the corner, it's McLemore. Back to Rivers. There's the steal. It's deflected. Here's Thompson, and he lays it straight in. Thompson's got 8.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
The dish now to Rivers, and then Rivers with the dunk.
One of Rivers' pet moves, the dribble drive. He has the size and length to do damage off of it.
The drive by Thompson. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
It's Rivers on the wing. Thompson comes with the double team. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Rockets trail by 8.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it? Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Outside Curry. Fires the 3. It's good from long range. 18 points for him.
I mean, a pull-up, Jay, that is awesome to get a chance to see him on the floor, stopping on a dime, and pulling up.
And so it's the goal. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So on the floor for Houston, P.J. Tucker is out there with Damari Carroll. Then it's McLemore. Then it's Harden. And it's Clemens in at the point guard. Here's Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Curry's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Warriors. Clemens, guarded by Curry. Harden surveying the D. Sinks the three-pointer.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
On the wing, Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down.
That's Draymond staying alert, recognizing the defense breakdown.
And it's Carroll with the ball for the Houston Rockets. 15-point game. Outside, Covington. On the wing, Harden. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Stolen by Harden. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
No good on the shot. The Warriors go the other way with it. 17 points was their biggest margin.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed. A much different player here in the second half. He's taken advantage of what the defense allows.
Outside Curry. That's a miss. His 5th, 8 made field goals. Harden against Curry. Outside Westbrook. He's looking for Carroll and finds him. Right side, Covington. 4 on the clock. And he banks in the layup. Covington's got his first basket.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Chris kicks to Curry over Westbrook. And the shot is long. Rockets trail by 12. On the wing, Harden. He feeds it to Covington over Chris. And Covington gets it to go on the assist by Harden. Covington's got 4 points this quarter. Curry on the wing. Floats one. Passes to Chris. Curry looking it over. On three-pointer, Wiggins. Carroll with the rebound. Houston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Westbrook. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
It's Curry with the drive. Yep, that one goes. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Warriors.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Steph Curry.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
They double-team Curry. And a wide-open look here for Wiggins. Bangs home the trifecta.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
With his first shot attempt, the shot missing. Green taking his time here. From downtown. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Steve.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one.
The famous We Love Houston sign. And David the players love him. Thank you, David. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. E.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington. And it's House in at the 3 slot.
He's superb at finding open teammates. Harden, I love how he looks to shed a rock.
Westbrook against Lillard. Should be an exciting game tonight. A lot of fireworks. Talk about some offensive trends, Chris, that have really changed the game since you played.
Well, one trend is the fact that the big fella can step out and shoot a three-pointer. It helps to space the floor, but you got guys that are shooting 30% from 3, but that's an okay shot because of what it does for the rest of the team. And so I would say that. I would say the big fella bringing up the ball and pushing it. But I would really just say pace and shot selection, the evolution of the game where the fact you can shoot so many threes now just allows for different type of cutting, different type of spacing, different type of action. I just love the way that the game and the team game has evolved in the NBA.
More possessions, all of it. You're right.
Yeah.
Now, here's Lillard. Harden missing his last shot.
Well, you think about a franchise player, it's hard to find a better example than his play, his presence, Kevin. He's one of the most important players in Blazers franchise history.
You throw good, Damian Lillard.
And one thing you talk about with Lillard, great at all times, but absolutely lethal in the clutch. Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Westbrook passes to House. Back to Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. In the corner, Harden. Over McCollum. Harden's shot is off. Chris, you were talking about the presence of Lillard. Very cool and always composed.
Oh, Kevin, I love Damian Lillard. I mean, he's from Oakland. He has that town toughness. He's got that dog in him. I mean, he speaks softly and carries a big stick.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Anthony finds McCollum. Lillard outside for the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
There's never going to be hesitation from Lillard on his catch-and-shoot opportunities. His confidence through the roof on those.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. McCollum uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, he had to bring much faster help than that. He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Lillard against Westbrook. The 19-foot shot. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And offensive rebounding is about commitment. There, you see Collins showing plenty of it to grab the board.
Westbrook dishes to Covington. McCollum against Harden. Passes it to House. Back to Tucker. Covington against Collins. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And we got a chance now to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers and what has been the trend for Harden.
The drop in his assists over the past few years have made him more of a one-dimensional player offensively. He needs to get that passing element back in his game, and that'll make life a lot more difficult for opposing defense.
Houston making a switch here. McLemore is checked in. Portland also making some changes. Whiteside's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Little in for Collins.
And 6 straight playoff appearances for the Blazers under Terry Stotts. Last season making the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, GA, and he was rewarded with a multi-year contract extension. He's done a great job developing their young players while also having them compete at a high level. And as soon as Harden puts the ball down on the floor, you know he's trying to take it all the way, and he's not afraid to get hit either.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
And sometimes I feel like people don't truly appreciate the greatness of what James Harden does. He's one of the toughest guys to check on the fast break. He has one of the best Euro steps in the game, the best footwork in the game. He'll hit you in the head for deep. You can't check him without fouling him. The precision of his movements, the ease in which he scores, come on, man.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Up top, McLemore. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Carroll passes to Green. Three-pointer. Harden's shot is off.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Green, the pass to Clemens. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Little. Here's Trent. Uses the glass to drop it in.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a... The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomed.
A lot of responsibility when things go.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And we return to the second quarter, and no Jay Latino. Specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, Hezonja at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Simons in at the 1. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Carroll.
Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
Oh, yeah. Every year they seem to go more toward threes or free throws. I mean, you can't fault them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching a team experiment with what makes an NBA offense.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Chris, at that free throw line, there's a lot of chirping, isn't there, among the players around the lane. It just seems like their mouths are always moving. A lot of chirping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, for the ones that aren't stuck in there and are tired, they're talking to each other. It's the only real break in action. And there's times, too, you get to see what has happened a few of the plays before, so you get to bust the guy up with some jokes or just flat out talking trash. And sometimes guys are saying, I hate to tell you this, but sometimes guys are going, man, listen, I'm so tired. He's going to make this free throw. Don't push me too hard on this. I got to give this for a couple seconds.
They say that, huh?
Oh, yeah. Especially to the guys. I remember saying that to Ben Wallace one time. He was my rookie, and I was like, listen, man, you know Legs is going to make this free throw, man. Come on, don't push me all the way in the basket. You'd have a good
What was the response?
He pushed me into the basket.
Now, here's Green. Nasir Little missing his last shot. And McLemore kicks to Rivers. It's tipped, and as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Let's take a look at the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. These guys have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. Second is Hassan Whiteside.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Now here's Green. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. From deep. The putback. He shoot again. And it's laid in by Whiteside. Whiteside's got the lead up to 5 now for Portland.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity. And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's stolen by Green. Here's Carroll. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
For Houston, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the 10th pick in 2017 out of Gonzaga, Zach Collins, figures to be an important piece moving forward.
Just a huge demand for rim protectors who can also space the floor. But this 9'3" stand can reach? Are you kidding me? He's a presence inside.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 22-point game against Memphis.
And don't leave out his rebounder, Kev. I mean, he had a big impact in that game with all his effort on the glass.
Rockets have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Daniel House has checked in for Houston. On the wing, Harden. He's guarded by McCollum.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
Here's Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 3rd assist on the night. Westbrook against Lillard. Harden dishes to Westbrook. Outside Covington. 4 on the shot clock. The Rockets with another miss. Portland leading by 4. Here's Anthony. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. Houston moving it around. Lillard against Westbrook. Tucker the pass to Westbrook. Kicks it to House. Over Collins. The shot by House is no good. Lillard with no one around. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers with their lead. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Trail Blazers was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a robust. And
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
You got to love the lower body strength and balance Tucker has. I mean, helps him stay in control on his drives.
And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Lillard. Anthony's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Trailblazers. Westbrook against Lillard. And here's Westbrook, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. Harden can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Lillard. There's the 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington.
And checking out the stats for Damian Lillard. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. He's averaging 20 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
Yeah, no doubt. He knows how to run this offense. A tremendous asset to this team coming off the bench.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
I agree with this, GA. I mean, you try to jump on him, dictate the tempo, seize the momentum.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 11, and the shot is good. Lillard's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And the pick and roll tandem of Damian Lillard and Yusuf Nurkic, one of the most unstoppable in our league.
Yeah, Nurkic as a role man, not only a scorer, but also a capable passer, too. They had the second most assists on the team last season. He and Lillard have mastered the nuances of the pick and roll game. They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Now, here's Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum. Takes the 3. And Damian Lillard, good for the 3. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Covington finds Harden. Another miss by Harden.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Nurkic, the pass to McCollum. Now, here's Nurkic. Defense right on him. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3. McCollum, no good. Rockets trail by 7. Here's Westbrook. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Westbrook's got his second basket of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found. And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames. But money well spent by the Blazers.
Well, if teams are getting shaken up a bit, coach is usually the first to go, get fired. Do you think teams get too trigger happy with that aspect, coach first and then looking at the team?
Yeah, I do. But unfortunately, if you're the head of the team, that's the responsibility, and that's kind of that's your job to take all of the heat. Being a coach is such a thankless job. You don't get thanked unless you win the championship. If not, it's like, good job, okay. We don't care about the fires you put out. We don't care about the players you develop. We don't care about the chemistry you built. It didn't win, and so yeah, coaches are usually the first to go, and it's unfair. But hopefully they have some connections and they have a good resume, because they'll be back around somewhere else. They'll pop up somewhere else.
They sure will.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
So for the Trailblazers, Anthony's checked in for Mario Hezonja, and it's Simons in for Little. Here's Anthony, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Anthony's got 6.
Great work to find the space to get off the open jumper. He's going to work hard for those.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
Yeah, there's no doubt that Houston now is championship or bust. We've seen it. I mean, they've dished out huge contracts going full win mode now. I mean, they're putting it all on the line with this team. Even when the D is playing off of them, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Now the pass to Lillard. From outside, off the mark. And it's Carroll with the ball for the Houston Rockets. They trail by 6. Pass to Rivers. A shot off that time, so the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's Lillard. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
I love how Lillard takes the initiative on offense. I mean, Kev, he's a creative and talented guard who's been absolutely on fire.
Here's Simons. The Trailblazers rebound. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Rivers in the corner. He dishes it to Carroll. Outside, Green. Carroll tried to tip it in, but couldn't quite get it. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Trailblazers lead by... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick, because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Anthony is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons in at the 2 guard.
Yeah, the Blazers boasting one of the game's elite backcourts in Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum. I mean, other than the Splash Brothers, these two have the most points and three-pointers of any duo over the last handful of seasons.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Pass to McLemore, and it's Tucker atop the key. Back to McLemore, and the pass to Clemens. Up top, Tucker. To the paint. And no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
And the Blazers used to stagger Lillard and McCollum's minutes. Chris, now they've embraced these two, playing together more often.
Yeah, and they should, Kevin. I mean, they're both standing about 6'3", so defensively they give up a little height. But on the offensive end, the firepower that they bring to bear is something to watch.
Here is House, following the score by Damian Lillard. It's hauled in by Trent.
Give it up for the D. No fear. You risk getting posterized. You know what, though? But you still take them on.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
Here's House. Cans the shot from the wing. Portland leading by 11. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Anthony, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Chris, there are guys that talk a lot of trash on the floor. You played against some legendary trash talkers. Who stands out in that area when you think back to when you played?
And I tell you what, the 2 guys that are on my mind, they definitely could have talked trash with the best of all time, and that's Pat Beverly. We've seen what he does. He just keeps coming and coming and coming. And that guy, Day-Day, yeah, Draymond Green, the one that plays out there in Golden State. Oh, yeah, he has a mouth on him, too. I think you heard him.
And when you played, who was the best trash talker back in your day?
By far. I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. It's rebounded by Houston.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
Kept alive. Here's Covington. Collins with some nice D.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Anthony nowhere around. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Now, realize it when the defenders have overcommitted, Kev. I mean, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
And that one drops.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
Down low, here's Collins. The putback, it's good on the putback. Nurkic has got the lead up to 13 now for the Trailblazers.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
Kicks it out to Harden. Hits the three-point bomb.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. From past the arc. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Anthony. 27 points for Lillard. Inside. Here's Covington. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's McCollum. Misses the layup. Rockets trail by 13.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Trailblazers.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
They pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Damian Lillard.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Harden attempts more threes than just about anyone, and you don't get that kind of leeway unless you knock them down.
Westbrook against Lillard, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 9. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. And the Trailblazers making a change here.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of it.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Rockets, Bruno Caboclo. Taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 8. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for Portland. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but just wasn't enough.
Here's Horde. And Azania gets it to go.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
So the Trailblazers win it. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for...
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my player started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was gonna talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have any.
Soaring high above the Willamette River.
Well, Damian Lillard is not just the best player on the Blazers, he's the team's unquestioned leader.
I like that story, David, and a good attitude. Great job. Thank you so much. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the center position. And for the Trailblazers, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. Now here's Wiggins. Green kicks to Thompson. Clock at 6. Golden State moving it around. Wiggins from outside. Warriors the rebound. The 3 ball. The shot by Thompson, no good. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to Memphis. Nobody near Lillard. They grabbed their own miss. It's stolen by Green. Wiggins right side. Floats it up for Curry.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
And in recent years, some call the Warriors the greatest fast-breaking team since the Showtime Lakers. Doris, do you concur?
Greg, the Showtime Lakers are my all-time favorite team. But I will say, because of the shooting, the ball handling, the passing, the capability on every possession for something spectacular, I would say that this team was as close as you can get to the Showtime Lakers. And how many times have we seen this? Curry always has an answer from 3.
Stolen by Thompson. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 7.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it. Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter basketball. That's a 2 from Lillard, and too long on the shot.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Wiggins passes to Thompson. From the arc. Here's Chris. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Good on the triple.
Well, right now, Andrew Wiggins understanding in the catch and shoot, they can't guard him.
Pass to Lillard. Back to Anthony. At the elbow, it's Lillard. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And another 3 for Golden State.
Boy, there's just a rhythm and a beauty to what Steph Curry does on a nightly basis. How pretty is that shot?
To the middle, here's Green, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Anthony.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
You know, simply stated, Draymond Green is an elite defender, one of the best in the game. But what's incredible to me is that he's able to accomplish everything he does on that end of the floor while being undersized in almost every one of his matchups.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Trent. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Lasagna's shot is off.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Curry finds Green. Here's Poole. Hazonia defending. Poole, no good. I know a lot of fans will wonder why centers just don't shoot over Draymond Green. Well, Doris, as you know, it's not that simple.
You're right, Kevin. Draymond, it's his competitive spirit. It's his willingness to hold his ground on the block, and it is very difficult to score on him. Why? Well, great length, great anticipation. This guy is flat out competitive and wants to challenge anyone, anywhere.
Here we go, one-on-one. Whiteside kicks to Hezonja. The three, Curry trying to break free. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. It's stolen by Curry. Pass to Pascal. That one goes in.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Simons, they get it again. Whiteside trying to break free, and that one is off. Warriors leading by 12. Passes to Pascal. To the wing on the left. Wide open look. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break. Great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think
knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Hezonja at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now here's Little. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Doris, you've played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me. Those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at. Those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durants, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the greatest possible level they're capable of.
It's great insight. There's the basket pool. The tray. And that's good. Steph Curry for 3. Curry's got 13 points.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Poole. 17 points for him last game against Brooklyn. Here's Simon. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
Curry with it. Pass to Poole. Back to Curry. Pass to Looney. To the inside. Curry's shot is off.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Trent can't hit.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of him.
And the jam by Whiteside.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Now here's Curry. He's got 13. Five on the clock. This one for 3. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade. A chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
And so here is Golden State after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Baseline jumper. Here's Pascal. Curry way outside, and it's Portland with the rebound. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds in the game. Passes it to Simons. And it's Whittle finishing it off.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Looney down low. Whiteside's there. Back to Looney. The pass to Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Simons. Lasagna. And another shot. And it's laid in by Whiteside. Whiteside's got 6 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Poole. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Looney passes to Curry. To end the cold streak. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
How about that? Just a perfect finish to the half as they tack on another 3.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He had 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. And that's a...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Lee. Draymond Green is out there with Chris. Then it's Thompson, and it's Pascal in at the small forward. Portland shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Doris, there are these players whose wingspans exceed their height by 6 inches or more. They're called +6s, kind of a new term. Talk about that with the scouts look into those numbers.
Well, one of the things you like to have in a defensive player is length and versatility along with that length. So guys who maybe their size lists them at one thing, but that length enables them to guard a little bit differently. Guys like Kawhi Leonard, Draymond Green, Montrezl Harrell, all of those guys might be listed a certain size, Kevin, but boy, their length is problematic and makes them such exceptional defensive players.
Pass to McCollum. Kicks to Carmelo. Lillard from deep three-point land. The long distance three is buried. Lillard's got 5 now.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
It's stolen by Green. Thompson for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. And now it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
And look, a tough rookie season for Zach Collins, but boy, he's bounced back much better in terms of shooting, showing why he was taken in the top 10 back in 2017.
Nurkic checked in for Whiteside. And you look at Collins, able to protect the rim and space the floor offensively.
And fits that modern template for an NBA center. Time will tell how good he can be, but he's already making an impact.
Poked away. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Chris goes back up. And the rejection by Collins.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
You know, his whole career from Syracuse to the NBA, Melo has always been dynamite in the mid-range.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Curry. He kicks it to Thompson. The offensive rebound.
And how about the timing on the backboards there from Chris? Has the size and quickness to be a problem.
Pascal, the pass to Thompson. Here's Curry with the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Lillard, the pass to Anthony. It's McCollum on the wing. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. 11-point game. 1:46 left in the third quarter of the game. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. .146 left in the third quarter. Outside Curry. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Lillard attacking and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Thompson. The Trailblazers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Lillard. Doris, we've both been very public in our admiration for LeBron, the face of the league, for so many years. When he retires, and we're approaching that date, who do you think might step up and take his place as the face of the NBA?
Well, probably the most likely candidate is the new and reigning MVP, and that's Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is an absolute physical force. He's put on 50 pounds. He's getting more and more skilled. When he adds that three-point shot as a consistent weapon and gets to an in-between game, he will be impossible to guard. Kawhi Leonard, you know, he is now sort of taking over as a multi-time winner of the Finals MVP, and certainly a player guys want to play with. So just a couple of possibilities there, Kev.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Thompson against McCollum. Back to Curry for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Curry's got 11 in the second half.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Curry against Lillard. A beautiful reverse layup. Lillard's got 7 now in this quarter.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Here's Chris. Back to Thompson. Outside Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Curry. Curry's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've done a lot of great work from long range. Back right after this. And let's look.
Again, stops after that start with.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Warriors leading by 8. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the small forward. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic, passes it to Carmelo. It's McCollum on the wing. The three-pointer, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Anthony against Thompson. The three. Knocks down the three ball. Thompson's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Warriors. Down low. Here's Lillard. Misses from short range.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively. Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And there's the pass to McCollum. Three-pointer. But they recover it.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
Here's Thompson, and that one drops for him. Thompson's got 11 points here in just the second half.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Kept alive. Here's Nurkic. Second chance shot. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Smailagic. He's guarded by Collins. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 11. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The shot by Anthony. Nobody around. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
Kicks it to Thompson. Pulls from the top of the key. Doesn't go for him. And it's Portland the other way. Unloads from 9. McCollum, no good. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Curry can't get it to go. Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Warriors leading by 9. Pass to Thompson. He's guarded by Nurkic. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Klay Thompson, and that's good. And the Warriors lead by 12.
I don't think there's any such thing as too deep a shot for Klay Thompson. His range extends way beyond that strike.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Golden State moving it around. Thompson looking for an opening. Another three for Golden State.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Warriors.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Steph Curry.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. He definitely had the hot shot.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
Curry against Lillard. Thompson in the corner. Lets it go with a three. And it's Thompson again missing. And here's Portland, trailing by 13. And here's McCollum for three. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Curry way outside. Rebounded by McCollum. Anthony taking his time here. Collins, good.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time. All right, David, thank you.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. body fluid and goaltend. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
Hang time, moving the plug in the power, ayy. Came with a charge in my alley, ooh. Charge it again like it's credit, your team crowd need to edit, yeah. I see face, look at it, hold up, ooh, that's good, need a minute, need a plan to revive, let's get a shot pressing. Now you say what I said, they got like 20 more. don't miss often.
And that shot should leave no doubt. How it's ended up. Influential with his taste for sure, David. Thank you. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Green.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounds.
Now Golden State's starting five. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Chris, and it's Wiggins in at the three. One for the Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the three.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
Double team on Westbrook. Covington in the corner. Kicks it out to Harden. Left side, Westbrook. Passes to Covington. 6 on the shot clock. The three from Harden. Good D by Thompson.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Houston.
You know, it's interesting. Some people say Wiggins should play meaner, but to me, the most important thing is that he improves his overall game every year.
And both free throws good for Wiggins.
Well, you know, it's not been easy for Andrew Wiggins the last few seasons, guys. The production has just fallen short of expectations. He was the #1 pick back in his draft class and really has struggled to live up to what the fans have expected him to be.
Here is House. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
Love the speed with which Harden gets his shot off, timing his release beautifully off the pass. Nice stuff.
Now here's Green. Shoots over Covington, and that one's good. Green. And with Wiggins, he's clearly a talented player, Clark, but people just want more from him.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. A lot of it is a matter of consistency. And when the expectations are high, being a former overall #1 pick, that pressure can affect you. But I think if Wiggins can just lock into being consistent, all of that will subside.
Now here's Curry, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Harden the pass to Covington. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Covington's got his second bucket.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Wiggins outside. And Wiggins throws it down.
What a play from Wiggins. Fantastic in out-quicking the defense off the dribble. Bang!
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard so we can see and check out some of the most feared defenders in the league. The steal leaders among shooting guards. James Harden, #1.
You know, he's often forced to guard the opposition's top player on the perimeter, and still he's made his way all the way up the steals list.
I tell you what, I think he relishes those difficult assignments. I mean, he's such an intense competitor. Defense is what drives him.
It's Curry outside. The three-pointer is right on target. Clark, you played the traditional power forward position in the NBA years you had back in the 80s at such a high level. Who's doing that right now?
Tell you what, the power forward position has changed so much, Kevin. These 4 men now are not really the enforcing type physical guys that we saw in the 80s and even 90s. They're agile, they're rim protectors, they're shot makers from deep, and guys like Anthony Davis and Marcus Aldridge.
Yes.
Man, I tell you, Anthony Davis goes to the top of my list in today's game.
Blake Griffin, another one with Detroit.
Yeah, good call.
Warriors leading by 3. Here's Thompson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Thompson's got 5 now.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Thompson misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
It's good.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Curry with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And Westbrook throws it down.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. And once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
No coverage that time. That's 7 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Knocks it loose and stolen by Wiggins. Lays it in off a pretty alley-oop.
Staying alert and aware. Wiggins sees his man flash to an open spot. Pass is right on the money.
Outside Curry. They get the rebound. That shot, no good. He got it up. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Warriors lead by 4. Notching a 50, 40, 90% season is a...
Your field goal percentage as a whole.
And consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vamanos. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. They've got Curry, and it's Poole in at the 2.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
From 13, no good on that one. So Houston will take it the other way. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in San Francisco.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. And they ended up winning it going away.
Greg, this season is the first time in the last 4 or 5 years that Golden State will not be the prohibitive favorites to win it all.
I mean, back-to-back devastating injuries in the finals. Kevin Durant departing in free agency with time and health. Will they retake the throne? We'll just have to wait and see.
Baseline try. The shot comes out. The Rockets go the other way with it. Pass to Rivers. Houston moving it around. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Here's Poole. 17 points for him last game against Brooklyn.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Green, the pass to Clemens. Here's Carroll. The pass to Clemens. Back to Carroll. Tips it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And again, no good by Golden State.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass. can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now here's Rivers. He's guarded closely. Kicks to Tucker. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And though lacking some height, Kevin, Tucker has the bounce, the reach, and the strength and attitude to do damage inside.
Robert Covington's checked in for Houston. Russell Westbrook comes in for Rivers. Looney passes to Poole. Back to Looney. 1:22 left here in the second. Just 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. It's good on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Pass to Harden. Fires for 3. Warriors with the rebound.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Great positioning on the putback. And the Warriors lead by 1. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Tucker dishes to Westbrook. 36 seconds left to play here in the half. Houston needs to get a shot. Drills it from outside. And that's now 6 points for James Harden.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Bowman. He's covered by Westbrook. Here's Bowman. And he can't bank that one in. From deep three-point range.
He got it in!
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. They never dug too deep a hole. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, James Harden hitting it done today.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. E.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
And Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duties.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Outside Curry. Stolen by Tucker. Harden surveying the D. Here is House. Now, here's Tucker. He feeds it to Covington. Chris with the rebound. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Pascal, the pass to Thompson. And you see Clay back out on the court. Can't help but think of him going down with that torn ACL in the finals.
And Clay showed exactly how tough a player he is. Stayed in to hit his free throws, asked to stay in the game, and became an instant legend even in that losing effort. How about the heart?
Carroll finds Rivers. The Rockets again can't hit. Warriors trail by 5. Curry outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got 11 points.
And Kevin, that 3-ball of Curry deadly. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, what angle, or how deep.
Good.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Golden State's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
It's blocked. Pass to Clemens. Outside, House. And another 3 for Houston.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
From 15 feet away, it's good. And the Rocket lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Stephen Curry.
Boy, Curry is so creative and efficient. And when he gets hot and gets going, he rains down points and baskets on the defense.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
Golden State moving the ball around. The 9-foot shot. And he drops that one in. 15 points in the game.
And Curry certainly is clever and crafty. Trickery is part of his arsenal when he gets inside. I mean, I like seeing him do his thing close to the basket.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Rivers finds Carroll. Back to Rivers. Pass to House. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Clock is at 3. The pass to House. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And taking a look now at stats for Curry. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb, averaging about 23 points per, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Here's Clemens, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Some high-scoring teams in the NBA. Let's see the leaders. In second, the Rockets.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
And the Warriors making a change here.
And you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
Westbrook kicks it to Tucker. Pass to McLemore. Passes it to Covington. Now McLemore fires from deep. Sinks the triple. McLemore's got the lead up to 7 now for the Rockets.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. There's 18 seconds left in the third.
And, you know, getting up into the shooter is Wiggins. I mean, has all the natural tools and skills, I think, to be one of the best defenders in the league.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Thompson inside the line. That one a little long. 1 second left.
Oh, what a shot!
from deep.
And so it's the Houston Rockets. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to it. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Mark, you and I are sitting here watching this game, broadcasting the game. There are a lot of times that the fans can't see how emotionally charged up you are over some of the things you see on the floor, good and bad.
Hey, I love great basketball. Excellent passing, tremendous hustle, creativity on your moves. One of the things that really excites me, though, is to see the ball pop and end up in a three-point shooter's hands, and he's able to knock one down because the crowd is able to follow that ball, and the anticipation just kind of rises as it gets to the designated shooter. I love guys going after rebounds on the offensive glass.
That's a great example about the three-point shot, Coach Clark. I love that. It's terrific.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Pass to Wiggins. Here's the three. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Covington dishes to Harden. It's good.
Unselfishness, always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Thompson passes to Curry. Fires the three. And it's rebounded by Covington. Houston leading by 17. In the corner, it's McLemore. Now the pass to Westbrook. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Wiggins. Oh, what a play!
Making the impossible look easy. Wiggins with the great creativity in the air. He typically hangs in the air a little longer than the average bird, though.
And McLemore kicks to Westbrook. It's Covington on the wing. Just 4 to shoot on the wing. Harden. Those three-pointers off the mark.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Curry. Second shot opportunity. Wiggins outside. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Thompson inside the line. The Rockets pull it in. Tucker's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now, here's Westbrook. He's covered closely. He kicks it to McLemore. He dishes it to Covington. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Back to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. No good there. Good D by Covington. Rockets leading by 17. And the jam by Harden.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Rockets.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And this will make it 21 victories for them on the year. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Robert Covington.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Curry fires from way outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the paint, here's Covington, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
The three from Harden. Wiggins with the rebound. And it's Golden State's ball.
Watch Thompson.
The deep three from Thompson. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And you can't give Thompson even an inch of airspace, especially from outside the arc. That's when he's looking to strike.
For three, Covington. It's rebounded by Golden State. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. From outside the arc, another three for Golden State.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
So we see Houston taking the W here. Some good. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. body fluid and goaltend. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining.
We bring you tonight into Portland over the Burnside Bridge on a gorgeous evening here in the Pacific Northwest. Welcome, sports fans. Thank you. Hey, Dave.
Well,
no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. Now, here's Tucker. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist from Tucker. With the playoffs around the corner, Brent, some teams already making vacation plans. Talk about the disappointment that those kinds of teams are feeling right now.
Yeah, you start the beginning of training camp with ideas of wanting to play into the postseason, and you know the realization of that goal is not going to be met. And what you want to do is remember your opportunity as a player, Kevin, to go out and still compete. You might not be back with the team that you're playing the end of the season with, the last 10 games. Maybe you're somewhere else. But there are teams, as we've always said, still watching you. And so don't ever get away from the idea of the competition as the season winds down.
They always say the eye in the sky doesn't lie. Everything is on tape, right? I mean,
yeah, and they are assessing how it is that you approach that, because you show your stripes when things are not going well. What kind of character do you have?
Here's Lillard after the made shot from Robert Covington. Here's Nurkic. Off target at the rim.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Now here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Memphis. Elbow shot. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Houston has come out of the gates quickly. Here's Tucker. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
Right. And that one's good, Anthony.
A Melo special right there, playing in the mid-range. It's pretty much been his home his entire career.
Westbrook kicks to House. Nurkic with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Over House. Knocked loose. For Houston, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Tucker can't get it to go.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
There's the double team with Covington. Westbrook against Lillard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Strong suit on offense is Collins getting down on the inside.
Here's House. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
High post, Nurkic. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Covington dishes to Tucker. Back to Covington. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation for the Trailblazers. Whiteside comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And a wide open look for McCollum. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. It's a 3-point game. A minute 42 left in the first. Pass to Tucker. Tries from 10. That's good on the jump shot. Tucker's got his 3rd basket of the night.
You go back to 2015, the Blazers lost 4 of their 5 starters in the offseason. So instead of rebuilding, they retooled around Damian Lillard, and what a piece to retool behind. Amazing how far they've come in the past couple seasons, where they've placed in the Western Conference.
Well, you know, Brent, you've got to give a lot of credit to the Blazers front office, continuing to fortify this roster with under-the-radar acquisitions.
Interesting adjusting around a couple of albatross contracts to now have a team that's capable at positions that a lot of teams are trying to fill. That's the wing position.
Here's Trent. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. A nice shot by Simons.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Rivers gets to Green. The rebound by Hazanya.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now here's Carroll, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Portland trailing here. Here's Trent, down low. Here's Simons. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, Whiteside always around the rim, such an amazing offensive rebounder, and second chance opportunities is where he does a ton of damage.
Here's Green. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. We've got 13 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And finish off by Hezonja.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Pass to Green. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Rockets lead by 1. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Russell Westbrook is surely...
Throughout the years, I've been trying to...
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around him.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Rockets, they've got Ben McLemore. Jamari Carroll is out there with Green. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Clemens in at the 1 spot. Damian Lillard, he's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Passes it to Clemens. And the pass to McLemore. Green inside. He's covered by Whiteside. 5 to shoot. McLemore, the pass to Green. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. From 10 feet out, Hezonja chipped back in for 2. Hezonja's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Brent, offensive versatility, all the rage now. Which guards do you think do the best job of generating offense with their back to the basket?
I don't know so much as these guys are playing with their back to the basket, Kevin, so much as they're finding ways to get the ball without a dribble at about 15 feet away from the basket. So one dribble, they're at the rim. Right. They're very effective at the mid-range. Chris Paul and DeMar DeRozan have had tremendous efficiency from those areas on the floor. So those are the kind of players that put some pressure on your defense because they're starting their offense so close to the basket and they're effective with which they do it. Not on the post, not on the perimeter, and they're finding ways to be impactful.
And so it's Houston with it, following the score by Damian Lillard. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Lillard with the ball.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
He lobs it up. It's tipped. And so Houston again turning it over. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Here's Nurkic. He's checked in for Whiteside. And Hezonja gets it to go. Hezonja's got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Carroll, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
I don't think the timing could have been any better as Russell Westbrook does a great job of taking advantage of the defense.
And the basket by Lillard.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
To the right side. Westbrook against Lillard. Westbrook surveying the D. Shot clock at 5. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down to 10 points. Again, thanks to that one from Carroll.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Lillard attacking. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players, Kevin, playing today can do.
McCollum outside. Lets the three fly. Portland again missing. Rockets trail by 10. Here's Covington. The kick out to Westbrook. Houston moving the ball around. Harden's shot is off. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Collins passes to Nurkic. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
House the pass to Harden. Here is House, covered by Anthony. Harden kicks it to Tucker. Shoots from the corner, and it's good off the back rim and in. Tucker's got 8.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
And here's Harden for 3, and no good on the last second attempt this time.
Well, maybe a bit undersized, but McCollum knows his length and how that could...
Thanks for the great interview, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. During one stretch, they trailed by 7, never falling behind. And that's our...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
And, guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Tucker, Nurkic with the steal. Shoots the 3. The shot by Anthony, no good. And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. Trailing by 13. Stolen by Collins. Here's McCollum. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Pass to House. Westbrook against Anthony. Inside. Here's Harden. That shot off the mark. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's McCollum. Westbrook with the block.
There is no question that Russell is one of the top 10 athletes we have in the league. On full display there.
Covington dishes to Harden. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Again, McCollum missing.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
And Tucker kicks to Covington. Harden outside. Back to Covington. Harden outside. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Harden's got 5 points so far. Here's Anthony. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Anthony's got the lead up to 13 now for Portland.
Carmelo out there salivating going at this defense right now. Even if they're right up on him, he'll just sink just about any shot.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Pass to Lillard. Takes a 3. That shot misses. The Rockets go the other way with it. Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
Yeah, Kevin, hope that's not a defensive tactic, but that's what you saw there. Westbrook handling the rock and has the quickness to drive on pretty much anyone.
Whiteside's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Damian Lillard, and a change for the Rockets. McLemore is checked in. Harden the pass to Tucker. To the middle. Here is Harden. He's guarded by Collins. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from James Harden.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going. One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
They get a hand on it. Covington with the steal. Tucker the pass to Covington. Banked in off the glass. Covington's got his second basket of the game.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Trailblazers leading by 9. Pass to Simons. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Love the effort from Whiteside there to stay after it and find a way to slam that one back off the miss.
Now here's McLemore, covered by Anthony. McLemore with the ball. And Covington with the basket on the assist from McLemore. 6 points for Robert Covington.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Whiteside. Count that bucket.
Get out your wedge. Chip shot there from Whiteside. And that's the reason why his field goal percentage is always as high as it is in any given year.
Now here's McLemore. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Harden inside the three-point line. Houston gets it back. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Anthony taking his time here. They get it back. And Whiteside again. Whiteside's got 6 in the quarter.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Covington. Both teams will make substitutions. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Portland's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
Nice awareness from Whiteside there, understanding where his teammates were on that possession.
Harden the pass to Clemens. Harden left side. Here's Tucker. The Rockets with another miss. Stolen by Tucker. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Trailblazers up by 12. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear.
Right now, we're making the hustle play. You getting back and getting us.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Rockets trail by 12. Taking a look at the Rockets. They've got P.J. Tucker. Harden out there with DeMarre Carroll. And it's House in at the 3, the small forward. Here is House. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
The Rocket shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Brent, the moving screen is one of those very difficult judgment calls, isn't it?
It's a tough one, Kevin, but what you look for all the time in replays when you see that call, it's almost like the salsa. I'm looking at the hips and the feet. If the feet are too wide, and Kevin Garnett was the biggest problematic moving screen setter that I ever saw, being 6'11" and spreading out those sticks of his. But if the feet go wider than the shoulder, impossible. And then the hip move as the defender is moving around the screener, just enough of a nudge for him not to be able to catch up.
Yes.
Those are the ones where the referees, I think, are most in tune to in order to blow the whistle.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The pass to Kira. And some nice passing there by Houston. Tucker can't get it to go.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And you can see the second chance points now starting to be a major factor.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now, here is Harden, and stolen by Whiteside. Here's Trent, hammers it home to polish off the break.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Pass to Simons. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Whiteside, 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pass to Harden. He kicks to Tucker. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Last year, the average salary for a starting point guard, Brent, in the NBA, was the highest among all positions. Why would that be?
Well, with the way the game has changed, Kevin, there's certainly an emphasis on being able to find guys who are initiating offense, scoring the basketball, shooting three-pointers, and you're seeing a big shift in salaries between point guards.
Too much at that.
I know it's just 2, but man, that's a nice 2. Westbrook with the insane creativity.
And staying with the play, Anthony. And the Trailblazers lead by 20.
We're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Rockets trail by 18. Harden surveying the D. Covington kicks it to Tucker. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Whiteside's checked in. House the pass to Westbrook. Harden can't hit.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Trailblazers.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Hassan Whiteside.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Passes it to Covington. From deep. And another 3 for Houston.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's the pass to Covington. Here's Westbrook, and the layup's good off the glass.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
And the basket by Lillard.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Stolen by Harden. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. There was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and
In your face.
You play 2K
all the time.
You act.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And now you have.
And just about to get underway as the starting five. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K's DH. Well, to talk about this, David, some new ground certainly to look at. Thank you. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. Look at the Trailblazers. Right now, they're on the outside looking in at the playoff seeds. And, of course, the Golden State Warriors. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And seeing where the Warriors are, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
And we've all thought this. They're just a middle-of-the-road team. The last thing anyone in the NBA wants to be.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Chris, and it's Wiggins in at small forward. Lillard from outside, up again, and staying with the play, Anthony.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. The shot by Curry, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Yusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game? The Bosnian Beast making a name for himself.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. And Curry, here we go, makes it off the glass.
You've got to love his commitment to drive the basketball to the paint.
Lillard, the pass to Collins. Back to Lillard. Shoots over Curry. Offensive rebound.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. Back to Thompson. From deep. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Anthony with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Here's Lillard. The Warriors making the shot. That one rolling around and rims out.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Pass to Nurkic. Lillard against Curry. Lillard attacking. Begins with the block. Now Curry. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Out to the right wing. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo!
Now when the game is decided and the clock is run out, the winning team shouldn't try to score. But we're seeing more of that these days. I'm not sure why. Kind of an unwritten rule. What do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, Kevin, it used to be. And I watch a lot of these players come in. The game is decided. You know, they're up 10 or down 10, and they're still out here dunking, shooting. Back in my day, Kevin, you get that little ugly look from the team, and then the next game, you usually come up with a hard foul against you just to send a message.
And it's Anthony with the ball for the Trailblazers. 6-point lead. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Curry against Lillard. Pass to Wiggins. There's the triple. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Lillard made that one only his 4th of this game after firing 10 times from the floor.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And really deep through that time. 8 points for Steph Curry.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time. And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Collins, good.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
On its way from Curry for 2. C.J. McCollum with the rebound.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Anthony. Nurkic has got 6.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way.
I think there are times where one of the guys needs to take more shots.
Why not? Green knows that, Greg, if you're in the zone, keep firing.
And with his unselfishness and vision, Green more often than not is the one setting the table.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Little and Nurkic holding down the forward spots. Then there's Whiteside, and it's Simons in at the 1 spot. The pass to Poole. Floats it up for Wiggins. He nails it, and we're tied up.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
The Golden State Warriors so great offensively. People forget about their defense. Their length and IQ make them tough to deal with, especially in the playoffs.
That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. Trent passes to Little. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. In the last couple seasons, Golden State's defense in the regular season slipping off just a bit.
You know what I think what happens is with their elite offense, I think they started to rest a bit more on defense. Also, when you've been to the finals 5 straight years, some coasting can occur.
And Portland making a change here as Anya's checked in. Golden State moving the ball around. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Whiteside. Wiggins with some nice D.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And Poole gets it to go. Poole's got 5 now. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Whiteside. Gets the 14-footer to fall. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Wiggins right side. Looney. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Looney's got it all tied up now for the Warriors. Here's Simons. Whiteside. And Whiteside stays right with it. Whiteside's got 4 points in the quarter.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Looney kicks to Wiggins. Back to Looney. Shot clock at 6. Back to Wiggins. Over Trent. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And finished off by Hezonja.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
Whiteside gives enough space, waits, elevates, quality block shot by the big fella.
Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Well, there is no doubt Hassan Whiteside still a major factor in rim protection.
I'm not sure if his block totals will get back to 4 a game, but he still gets plenty of blocks. The fear he puts in shooters, the amount of shots he changes, still make him one of the best in the business on defense.
Passes it to Poole. Wiggins from outside. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound.
With floor spacing at a premium, they need him to hit these shots. Made just that one in the first.
Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. A three-pointer, Wiggins, and the Warriors get it back. Pass to Pascal. Beyond the arc. Little with the rebound. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Here's Trent. Another shot, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
So both teams making some changes here. The Trailblazers have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
It's hard to intimidate Whiteside because he's usually the guy on the end doing the intimidating.
Thompson from long range. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock.
CJ McCollum. For 3.
19 seconds left to play in the first half. Thompson passes to Curry. Thompson against McCollum. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Klay Thompson.
Splash! Thompson loves a three-point showdown, and he usually wins that battle.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Portland out in front. They lead by a bucket. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. With Draymond Green, Draymond rebounding a bit of a struggle. How do you improve that?
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They got their lead up to as many as 8 points. And that
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the center. That's the Warriors' 5. Curry finds Thompson. Off target with his 3. Trailblazers leading by 4. Pass to Lillard. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Well, Steve, it's expected that we'll eventually allow 18-year-olds to enter the NBA draft. You're a proud Michigan State alum. Are you concerned players may miss something by choosing to skip the college experience?
You know, Kevin, in this situation, for sure, there are some players that I would say is going to make some mistakes and maybe come out too early and not be ready. But I think we have to allow them to have these decisions and not have these decisions taken away from them. I love college, but there are some guys that are just ready to go play in the NBA, just like other areas of life. When you're ready, you're ready.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And now a 6-point Portland lead.
And he finally gets involved from beyond the arc. His first 3 of the game comes here in the second quarter.
They get it back. Kicks it out to Wiggins. The pass to Curry. From deep three-point range, it doesn't go for him. And it's Portland the other way. Three-pointer, Lillard. Second chance effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Monday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors. And both free throws good from Whiteside. Warriors trail by 8. Thompson outside. And they get it. And the Warriors miss again. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Lillard, that falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers.
And you talk about shot makers. CJ McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
You know, Steve, the business part of the NBA, very strong. But Commissioner Silver doesn't want to be complacent either.
No, he doesn't. He's always been forward-thinking. They're doing a good job of being proactive and doing a good job of just throwing out ideas. And what I love the most, Kevin, working with the Players Association.
I'm with you. Connects from three-point range.
Good poise, good pass from Whiteside. Hassan with beautiful vision on that play.
On the wing, Thompson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Right at the free throw line, Little gets the bucket. Little's got his first 2 points.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
And you know what? There was probably a better matchup on the floor, but when it goes in, nobody complains. Yeah, that's a great shot. Third three of the game for him, first in this half.
To the inside, here's Anthony. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for C.J. McCollum. Putting up about 22 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
Smile-a-geesh, and he uses the glass on the layup.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Passes to Trent, fires from deep. It's rebounded by Poole. Warriors trail by 11. Here's Curry with the 3. Rebounded by McCollum.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly. Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
It's such an advantage when you can get out and run and get a good look before the defense can set up.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team. The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Poole, the pass to basket. Golden State moving the ball around. Out to the wing. And a deep three from Curry. Curry with another miss. Trailblazers leading by 13. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. But they'll get another chance.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
Curry fires from way outside. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Time now for an injury report.
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Trailblazers. He said that he does have a broken nose. It's definitely a painful injury, but not a worst-case scenario. If he were to miss time right now, it would really hurt this team, especially during the latter stages of the season. Kevin?
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
And we're seeing that across all sports. Guys are just getting bigger, faster. The human body can take only so much.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Anthony. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard position. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Let's go. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. At one point, they led by 16. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Offensive rebound. That one doesn't go. Warriors trail by 12. On its way from Curry for 2. It's hauled in by Trent. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. No one near him. Here's Collins, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Golden State gets called for the foul. And that one falls for Collins. Smitty, you've seen this before, separating teams that can make the deep playoff run, those that can't get bounced out early. What have you found is the difference between those two?
Well, a lot of times, Kevin, it comes down to those teams have more talent that can make those deep playoff runs. Also, they can make adjustments. Then I think also they're a team that has better chemistry, and they can win defensively and not just have to rely on their offense.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry. And Portland making a change here.
Hassan Whiteside, CJ McCollum.
Trailblazers leading by 14. Three-pointer, Lillard drops in the tray.
3 points.
Lillard's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Trailblazers.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him in three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Continuing from where he left off. First three-pointer of this half, fourth of the game.
The tray. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Are you serious? Whiteside doing major damage on the offensive glass.
Here's Chris. Wiggins outside. Launches a three. Another three for Golden State.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Right side, no good. Warriors trail by 13, and Thompson launches it from deep. Another three for Golden State.
And of all the things Thompson provides, this is still his specialty. Over 42% for his career from three.
A shot that time, not on target. Warriors have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Curry finds Chris. Outside for Curry. From downtown, it's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
That one from long range. 26 points for Damian Lillard.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score. Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Trailblazers.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so, created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Damian Lillard.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
To the left wing. Deflects the pass. Back to Anthony. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the three spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Clutch shots, Stephen Curry. His teammates, they trust him in those situations.
Whiteside finds Nurkic. That's a 2 from Lillard. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And so it's Portland winning this one. This was a very strong showing for. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.